Okay, so I'm here and I'm doing my first makeup tutorial video live. I don't really have much of a voice, but I'm going to try and go along with it anyways. So this is my face, fresh cleaned, and I put some Cetaphil, anything with SPF in it I like to put on because I really just want to make sure that my skin is protected from the sun, and it gives me like a nice just beginning primer to start. Okay, so before I do anything, I usually take a highlighter or some sort of powder, like a light powder. Today I'm going to be using the Revolution. This is the Golden Lights, and I like to just put it over my whole entire face, and I use like a big fluffy brush for that. This just kind of gets in all my pores and just kind of gives you a nice setting foundation for everything you're going to do. I always go right down my neck as well. I just find it works a lot better than like something, you know, that's moisturized. I do the moisturizer first and then this. Just gives me a little bit of texture. And again, that was the Revolution. I have a couple of them. They have like the pinker one, and I really love this one. This is the Golden Lights. I use this a lot during my makeup application. Okay, I am moving on to my foundation, and I'm actually going to be using my Magnifico brushes. I love these. I tend to use probably the bigger ones more. I don't love the teeny tiny small ones, but I'll explain as I go. So these are the two that I really like. These are the two sizes that I seem to use the most. I like to spread my foundation with this one, and then I like to go in and do some contouring with this, but I'll explain as I go. If you're just starting watching, sorry, I don't have much of a voice. I always take my foundation, and I use a medium foundation. And I like to put a little dot on my inside of my hand here and use that so I'm not just going in and putting glumps on my face. So I kind of pat. I start on top, work my way around my eyes, just pick up more as I need it. And always go in a circular motion. You don't want to go in streaky. It's very soft. You're not trying to push it into your skin. You want it to lie on top and just give you a nice surface to cover up anything. Just, the idea is to get it to all be one color. And I'm not gonna lie, I do sometimes go in with my fingertips sometimes. I'm just kind of old school that way. I feel like I can really get in there. Clean hands, obviously. You don't want to be pushing dirt into your pores. So that's super important. When I make sure that it's nice and blended, I can go on to my second step. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I actually have, my husband bought me this beautiful necklace and I love it, but it's a moon and it keeps stabbing me in my neck, so I should probably take it off when I sleep at night, but it's so beautiful I don't want to take it off. So I have some red spots right here. I'm going to cover them up. So this is one of my favorite things in the entire world. It's IT Cosmetics by Under Eye. I use it every single day, and I actually don't have a lot of under eye issues whatsoever, but I just feel like it gives me a nice palette under my eyes to pop my contour. So I actually go in and I use my third finger, because if you go in with one of your heavier fingers, you can actually, you know, do damage to your skin over years. So I like to use my third finger and just kind of pat that underneath. And you always want to go up at the corners. Never want to drag it down. Very, very soft. So kind of like up and out. Okay. So from there, my skin is ready to do everything we're going to do to it. I'm going to take a little bit of that Bye Bye Under Eye. Again, this is like if I had to be on a deserted island with one thing, it would be this. Besides food, I guess. I'm just going to cover up those little red splotches I said. Excuse my hair too. I always do my hair last. So those of you that know me know I'm growing out my shave. It's getting there. But I always put my hair up anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the part that you guys probably all want to see the most, and it's my contour. I use two different products. I actually use the NYX Wonder Stick, which you can get at Ulta. I believe it's Sephora. I always get my stuff at Ulta. And I go in, there's a darker side, and then there's a lighter side. The darker side is obviously going to be your, darker areas, and the light side is used for your under eye. I'm going to do the map right on my face to give you a visual. Things that you want to look farther away are going to be your darker colors. Things you want to pop are going to be your lighter colors. So think cheekbones, under eye. I usually do an upside down V. Always do the middle of my forehead. I go right down my nose, right down this area, and kind of have just a line right here. So you have to find the bottom of your cheekbone. So kind of go like making a kissy face, and you'll see where your natural line is. And you don't want to bring it down here. Just start right underneath that cheekbone and just give it about that much. Make sure it goes up into your hairline. Do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of fan it down. And then you also want to do, I do like a backward C, and then I do another C on this side. I go down both sides of my nose, and right there as well. It's weird, but when I'm doing makeup like this, I always think of like a skeleton, and where you would think that it would be sunken in is where the dark is. And everybody wants to have an oval-shaped face, so every makeup application you're going to do is going to be to make your face look more oval. So it's always going to be at your temples darker. It's always going to be underneath your cheekbones darker. And if you want to do an extra contour, or if you're really self-conscious about something under your chin, you can go in and contour it. So you use your dark, and you can kind of do another line here. Under your chin and under here. I don't do that every day, but I figure I'll do it today to show you guys. My voice kind of sounds sexy. Alright, so I'm going to go in with that second, remember I said I used for my contouring? And I always go in with my dark first, and then I kind of wipe my brush off, and then I go in with my light. So, you just have to softly push and pull. And you can use one of these as well, a blender if you'd like. You can also use your fingertips, or you could use a brush in a round circle. I tend to really like this. And I bring it right down into C with this. Same on the other side. I'm kind of pushing and pulling up. And then if you did have problem areas underneath, you could. You know, you're kind of creating a jawline. I was blessed with a very heavy jawline, but... Okay, so there's my dark. Can you see that? And now I'm going to go in. I just like to clean my brushes off in between because I just super love this brush. Again, in a circular motion. Blend this. Don't want to bring it into that, but you want to blend it into it. I go down my nose. And then here, when you're under eye, you don't want to pull the product off. So you just want to kind of push and pull away. Very softly. And I do like to go in my fingertips underneath my eyes too. And then earlier how I was saying I don't love the teeny tiny little brushes that are like the toothbrush brushes. I don't love the small ones, but they are kind of nice if you were to get the set. They're like $30 on Amazon to get on the side of your nose and blend. I think I just, like through habit, just do it with my fingertips. Okay, so that's the beginning of my contour. And I would probably have done that in like 1 minute, but I'm trying to explain it as I go. So it took me a really long time to find a contour palette that I loved. Many trips to Ulta with my friends. And I finally found the one that I really, really love because I like a cooler pigmented contour because I feel like if you have a warmer pigmented contour, sometimes you can come across orange. So I really love the Revolution one. And I use this one a lot. It's the second one here. And I don't go in like and heavily do it because I kind of already set my map for it. But I like to use a brush that's like this. It's just like an angled brush. I bought this just for my contouring. And I just like to go in and go over what I did to set it and really sculpt it in. And again, you'll notice I'm not doing harsh strokes. Nice, soft. When I do my makeup in the morning, it takes me about 10 minutes. So it's not that crazy once you get it down. And again, I'm following where I had those dark spots. What do you guys think? Is this hard to follow, or does it kind of make sense? The other thing that I recommend is definitely go online and not just watch my videos, but watch other people's videos and kind of come up with your own thing that works for your face. You might not want to do a contour. You might not want to do a contour every day, but find what you like and kind of go with that. That's pretty much it for my contour. I do like to go in and make sure it's well blended. Ain't nothing like a girl. Ain't nothing as bad as a girl that ain't blended. Okay. I go in from here to my eyes, and I will do some highlighting, but I usually do that at the end. Yeah, usually about 10 minutes overall. I could probably do it with a blindfold on, but then I wouldn't be able to get to my eyes. It's super easy once you get it down, but I think like 10-15 minutes if I'm doing like a really smoky eye or lashes. Okay, so I'm going to go into my eyes. Every day I usually do like a peach or a purple. I'm going to do a peach today because it's just my favorite thing in the whole world right now is my peach palette. And I actually, even more so than my peach palette, I love, everybody knows, my Alice in the Looking Glass palette. It's the best thing ever. And there's a gorgeous color in here, and the name is Paradox. If you're a peach lover, it's the most prettiest color I've ever seen. It's called Paradox. It's like a pearly, orange, corally, gorgeous color. So, I'm trying to like talk to you guys that are beginners and make it a little simplified, and I'm going to do tons more videos. So starting with this one, you should always start with like a lighter color to make your eye pop. So I obviously have used the crap out of this. This is the Stardust palette. These top two here are perfect starter out, like pearl tones just to start out as a beginner. The Chandelier and the Selfie, you could tell I used, you know, the crap out of them. I'm going to use them. Pick up your product and kind of tap it away a little bit. And you just go into the corner. Don't be scared to get in that tear duct. You want to get in that little tear area. That's going to give you a really fresh, gorgeous, ready to be photographed look. It makes the light dance off your eyes. And you're going to want to sweep this across everything. Not really paying attention into the corner area because you're going to do so much more with that. And then you're going to go into the other side. Sorry about that. My mom's trying to get a hold of me. It's alright. Okay. Into your tear area. Up and over, swept. I know, Beck, I do everything. Well, I shouldn't say I do everything fast, but I think I just do it so much, and I've done so many weddings and even hair. A lot of my clients say I do really fast. But wow, you do it well. When I try to slow down is when I don't do as good of a job. So I went and did my tear duct all the way around. I didn't pay too much attention in here. I'm going to go in with that Paradox, that orange coral color we were talking about earlier. Again, if you don't have this palette, there was a lot of bad hype about this palette, that it wasn't wearable. It's awesome. So I start mid part of my eye and over into this little crook, and I just go back and forth with my Paradox. Make sure that you pick up enough color. I love a lot of saturation in my tones. You know, if I'm going to wear makeup, you're going to see it. That's me. And make sure that you are blending and you're not just like streaking small circles. If you just tell yourself small circles the whole time you're doing your makeup, that if you just get that tip from this video, you know, then it doesn't have to be as hard as, you know, we make it out to be. And I love that. And I don't know if you can see it good, but it's super shimmery, it's super coral, it's super summer. It's a great, great color. I'm actually going to start doing my videos, I think, against the outside light, but my whole makeup situation is on this wall, and I didn't want to make you guys wait anymore, so I just started it this time this way, and I'll do it over there next time. So I have my color on my eyelid. If you don't own a liquid liner to do your line on top of your eyes, you need to set your phone down right now and go and purchase one, because they're the best thing in the world. Fierce Flex, I got in my Ipsy bag a couple months ago, and it has changed my life. It is the best thing I've ever used, makeup-wise, and it would be the second thing I would have on a deserted island, makeup-wise. So get yourself one of those. Every makeup artist knows that when you're going to look for something, there's always one piece of your makeup that disappears, and mine is always my Fierce Flex. So as soon as I find it, I'll show you it. But it is here, because I use it every day. It's usually right in front of my face too. There it is. Okay, so it is pretty much all rubbed off because it's so used. But it's got this awesome felt tip, and you kind of shake it. And this is my first time, no pressure, on live, doing my liner on top, my little point. So I make sure I don't have any makeup on my hands, and I kind of pull, and I go down. You see that? You can sweep it back this way too to make that nice tight line. And I like to dry it a little bit before I open my eye. Little tip, Or I use a blow dryer too sometimes. Just to make sure you don't have like a black line on top. Okay, I'm gonna do my other one. This one, everyone has an eye that's super easy to do, and then another eye that's not as easy to do. That's my eye that's not as easy to do. But I get the nice line in there, and then I, you know, straighten it out if I need to. And the best thing with makeup is just to not freak out. If something happens, you just want to have the knowledge to know what to do to fix the face if you're doing it on somebody else or on yourself. Make sure that they're both even. I'm going to go on to my eyebrows. I love using an eyebrow pencil. I do have the Anastasia for my eyebrows that I like to use sometimes, but I just, in a rush, I like to use the pencil. I just create my line. I do also have the Wonder Brow. I like my Wonder Brow, but I can't get as good of a shape, I feel. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of purple in my eyebrow today. And I like to use, I picked up the Revlon Color Stay because it stays on my eyebrow all day. Create your two lines. One this way, one parallel to it. My eyebrows are so different than everybody else's. I've seen so many faces over the years doing makeup. I've never seen eyebrows like mine. Mine don't look good super thick. They look better thinner. So you do a line, I kind of fill it in, and then I drag it around. So moving on, again for that I use the Revlon Color Stay. It stays on great all day. I have nothing against using some drugstore companies if they work right. Excuse me. It's my favorite part. So I like to go in and do my contouring right now, and I like to leave my liner and my mascara for the end so that if anything falls away or flies up on them, it's not, you know, gonna ruin my mascara or my liner. So let's do that. This is my highlighter, the high parts, so my light color, and I'm gonna go in with my Golden Lights from the Revolution. I like to use a brush that's not huge. I like this size brush right here. You can see this. It says contour brush. I bought all these at Ulta. They're super inexpensive and they work amazingly. So where you found that dark spot before, you want to go in and find the high part of that. if you don't know where that is, it would be the highest part of your cheekbone. And then you want to draw that back, and you want to make that go into your hairline as well. So pat that, get a good amount of product on here, and kind of sweep it up into there. Gives you a nice glow. And my kind of little signature thing is I go on my forehead, down my nose, a little right here, and on my chin as well. And then I take my blush brush. What blush should I use today? I'll go with my this. I love my Too Faced one. This is the Peach Beach. Okay, and you want to go in between where your highlighter and your dark is, and you want to do circles. The reason I do my blush after I do my contour is so I don't have a line, and I use everything to blend. And I actually like to take some of this, put it over my eye area. Important part, you want to go down your neck and blend. So everything blends together. Even go into like your neck. Especially if you're doing makeup for like a wedding or something. You really want to draw that color all the way down. Does that make sense? Alright, now I'm going to go in with my liner, and I'm going to use the same eyeliner that I did on my eyebrows for my eyeliner. And I really like to smoke it out with my eyeliner. One tip about eyeliner is a lot of people put it on the skin. Make sure that you're getting it in the hair of your lower lashes, because that's going to really give it like some texture to hold on to it. So if you get it right in and blend it into those lashes, you'll get some retention for the day. And this is a purple. It's like a purpley black color. And last but not least, well, two things. I'm actually going to go in with some NYX Color Mascara, purple on my bottom lash. It's for a little pop of color. And then my Better Than Sex mascara, which is, I've tried every mascara and it's the best one I've ever come by. And I love it. It makes me look like I have fake lashes on. I'll do one eye so you can see the difference. So this one's done and this one's not done. pretty incredible. And it stays on like forever. So as I'm finishing up here, what would you guys like to see in another video? Any advice on what you guys would like to see? I'll do a video on it if I get enough. Just let me know. I'd like to do a lot over the summer. Different videos for everybody. So I take a setting spray. I've used Urban Decay setting spray, and I actually got this Wet n Wild setting spray from the drugstore, and it's actually really, really good. And you close your eyes and you just spray over your whole face, and this will set everything. It feels kind of weird to spray something wet in your face, but and I always finish off. I'm funny because I either wear like a white, really light highlighter as a lipstick, or I wear like a dark purple. But today, is that a white tattoo on your arm? I don't think I have a white tattoo on my arm. Which one are you looking at? This is a moon, but it's not white. So I'm gonna go in, and this is actually a highlighter, left inner arm. It is light pink, actually. So kind of, there's some white in there, yeah. I'll show you my whole arm, how's that? Aw, thank you, Becky. She said she can't believe I'm not dropping F-bombs. I mean, maybe I'll work up to F-bombs, but I have to kind of start by not dropping F-bombs. Plus, I didn't make any mistakes, so I just feel like I'm talking to my friends. I mean, you're all my friends. So I use a highlighter, and you gotta think I've been teaching for a long time, too, so I'm pretty comfortable in front of the camera and in front of people. So this is actually a highlighter, and it's called That Glow, though, and I use it as a lipstick. I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to do that, but I don't really like to follow the rules, so I love it, and I'll put it on. I throw it in my purse. I have like 16 lipsticks in my purse though, so this will be one of the 16. I just love this for like a beachy day. I love the way it looks. I have to apologize. Usually my hair is done when I'm done with my makeup, but it's not today. So that's my finished look. Do you like this right here too? See if I can give you guys a better. And if you have any questions, feel free to write me and ask them. And this will be the first of many videos, hopefully. Thank you. You're pretty too. Thank you, Laura. So thank you guys for watching. And again, if you have any questions, you can write them on the bottom, and I will try to answer them. And thank you, Candace. I appreciate it. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll definitely work on that. And if you have any questions or any products, I'll try to put a product list up of what I use. And hopefully my voice won't sound like this next time, but I think it worked out just fine. I didn't like cough or anything. So have a good day, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Probably all at the salon. Thank you. Give you one last look at it. Bye, guys.